What is going on, everyone? Isaac from Limitless FC here to bring you the very first episode of Half a Star to 5-Star, a Road to Glory series where we take a half-star team, try to turn them into a European powerhouse. We've chosen to go with League Two side Accrington Stanley, and we hope to turn them into champions of Europe. Now, just looking at the settings here, we're going to go with legendary difficulty, 6-minute halves. Sterling is the currency. Download the latest squads, and we are going to enable European competition in the first season with seeded teams. Looking at Accrington Stanley's budget, we don't have a huge budget to work with. £920,000 is what we are working with. It's actually the lowest in League Two, which is going to mean we are going to have to be careful with how we spend our money this first season. Now, with that in mind, looking at the preseason tournament invite, we're going to go ahead and take that invite. And looking at these options, we are going to choose the 1-star difficulty. It's only £50,000 different. And where we're a half-star side, let's go ahead and go with that one, hopefully to bring in some finances so we can bolster up our squad. Now, we're just going to go over and look at our objectives real quick. First thing, we got to sign at least 2 players younger than 20 years old with the potential greater than the average overall rating of the players currently in the same position, and sign 1 player in our youth academy assigned to the midfielder position. We're going to sell out at least 50% of the home games this season, which shouldn't be too difficult. Continental success, there is none. Under domestic success, we need to avoid finish in the bottom part of the league, and within 2 seasons, finish mid-table is our long-term goal. Hopefully we can achieve higher than that. Now, this is going to be the hardest objective to achieve. Financial, finish with at least £880,000 of profit at the end of the first transfer window, and finish the season with $2.6 million unspent allocated funds. So that's transfer budget and wage budget. Now, before we do anything else, we're going to go ahead and take a look at our squad, see what areas we need to strengthen up, see what players we want to sell on or send on loan. It looks like a couple of places where I want to strengthen a striker position, a midfield position, and it looks like we don't have a huge reserve bench, which means we're going to want to bring in a couple of players just to help strengthen up our bench. Now, just taking a look here at player contracts, there's a couple of older players that I'm not sure if I want to keep or sell. Billy Key looks like we want to keep him. He looks like a great talent up at striker, and we're going to need a good striker to help carry us through League Two. Sean McConville looks like he's a pretty good player as well. He is 28 years old, so I'm not too sure if I want to sell him, just where he's nearing that age of where your player value starts to drop off. So we're just going to go ahead and take a quick look. Looks like we have a lot of center backs. If you notice here, there's a couple of players here that looks like they're lone players. One of the things I failed to realize when I went through this first time was these, see where it says contracts over here on the right, that 6-month red marker means they are on a short-term loan. So those guys are going to be leaving us in January, and my first time through I did not realize that. So we have 6 players on loan set to leave in January. No wonder the board wanted us to finish with at least £880,000 by the end of the first transfer window. One of the players I want to really get in to bolster up the midfield is Omer. He looks like a great talent, young guy. Another player is Van Bergen. He plays out on the right side, can play on the left as well. And the last guy is Orji, which can play on the left side. Those are 2 players I would even play in at striker. The other thing we're going to do is look for any free agents, any players that may come in for low wage amounts and really help to strengthen our side. Looks like we don't have very good right backs, so one of the places I really want to take a look at is the right backs. So just before the first game, we actually got a transfer offer for Billy Key for £370,000. Now, Billy Key, it was one of those things where I'm either going to simulate the tournament or I'm going to try and sell players on to get that £880,000 of profit. I went ahead and rejected the offer just because we are going to need a great striker to help carry us through. Callum Johnson then came to us and requested some playing time. He just wanted to get into the squad, hoping that I would be experimenting with it. We're going to go ahead and give the youngster and Loney a chance to play in this game versus Halmstad BK. And so we're going to go ahead and take Brown out of the subs and put in Callum Johnson in there to bring in if we're winning or losing or later on into the game. He doesn't look like the best of players at 51 rated. However, in a game when you're winning at 2-3-0, you want to give those youngsters a chance to play. So we're going to be playing in the red here. Halmstad's in the yellow. Technically, we're the home team, although I think normally these sort of things are played at neutral grounds. Now, I'm excited to experiment with the team, hopefully win our first game and get that extra cash in. We should have an easy group. However, you never know. The computers can always show up to play. So we're going to go ahead and get things started. Jackson over to Key. Key back to Jackson. Jackson gets the deflection back and passes it to Clark, and Clark fires it into the bottom corner of the net. What a start to the first episode of the series. Clark finishing calmly and coolly. He's one of the players that I'm excited about. He looks like a real talent out on the right side of the midfield. Halmstad's going to get us underway again. Now, Halmstad's first chance came here in the 10th minute, breaking down the wing, and our players were not that pacey. I guess that's what you get when you have a half-star team, but a great chance. Chapman deflecting it off the post. We go ahead and take it down and draw a corner. And oh man, what a save right off the line. The defender for Halmstad's making a big play, preventing Accrington Stanley from going 2-0 up. Now, we're going to go ahead and pass the ball into Nolan. Nolan to Connolly. Connolly to Jackson. Jackson with the attempt, and well, he's no Neymar, Mbappe, any of those guys, so that flies well over the bar. Now, Halmstad gets another chance here in the 26th minute. Nice little cross in, calm finish. Chapman disappointed with the defense. Now, that was too easy. One of the things I was noticing is we don't have a true left back to play. Our left back is actually playing on the right back position, so we're going to want to bring in a couple of wing backs, hopefully someone who's quicker than the temporary left back at the moment. He's actually a center back, so looks like we're going to be getting back into it quickly. McConville into Key over to Connolly, and a bad tackle on the ball, and we win ourselves a free kick here in the 29th minute. Now McConville's going to step up. I was looking at our free kick stats. 61 free kick accuracy is the highest that we have on the team. So we're going to go ahead and take this with McConville. 26 yards out. Go on, son. Oh, right off the bar. What an attempt. and Key wins the header. However, we lose the ball, and Halmstad's can break now. They're going to be in a 2-on-3 situation. However, we win the ball and try to get an attack started of our own. However, it amounts to nothing in the end. Now Halmstad's going to be playing the ball from the center to the left side, and we go ahead and tip it out for a throw-in, and that will be the end of that. Halmstad's were a good team. It was really a midfield battle. Here in the 40th minute, they had a chance taking the ball inside and really working the ball around nicely. However, we get the deflection, and what a save from Chapman. Unfortunately, that deflection went back to them and it created an easy opportunity. Off the corner, we were able to head it away, but not clear yet. And eventually it falls to the Halmstad player, plays a nice little 1-2 back and forth, and Chapman out off his line to punch the ball away. That was the end of the half, and it was really boring half after that point. You know, a lot of opportunities early on. However, it did end 1-1 at half. Now, Halmstad's are going to be getting us underway for the second half, playing from the left to the right. And we're hoping to snag a victory here in our first group game. Stanley's going to get the first chance of the half. The ball played through the middle, out wide to Clark. Clark back in to Connolly. Connolly back out to Clark. Clark is going to hit the Halmstad defender with the Cruyff turn, plays the ball into the middle, and McConville on the half volley does not do very well. What a chance squandered. And that was about it until the last minutes of the game. We're going into stoppage time now, and Donisian makes a good tackle. We're able to play out of the back, and we are going to be getting the last chance of the game. Reds charging forward here. Now Johnson plays the ball to Key. Key plays a nice pass to Edwards. However, Edwards could not keep his head, and that's how the game ended. Edwards really should have done better there. However, you know, for the first game, a 1-1 draw, I felt like that was deserved. We did have some good chances. However, we're just learning how to play with the players, kind of learning what their tendencies are and where we need to improve as a team. Now, it looks like the other game in our group, Shamrock Rovers versus Sandeka, actually drew 1-1, so everyone's on 1 point, and it looks like we get a loan offer from Grimsby Town for our right back Ogle. He's 50 rated. However, I do not want to send him out on loan to Grimsby Town. The only reason why is because I want him to actually get playing time, and I'm thinking about putting him into the squad because he will be our second choice right back. Just in case any of our wing backs get hurt, we need someone to step up to the plate. As you could see there, I went ahead and rejected the offer. Just before the Shamrock Rovers game, our agent lets us know he will be on the lookout for any international management opportunities. However, I think we are going to just stick with Accrington Stanley at this time. We have our hands full trying to get us to the top as it is. Now we're just having a quick look here into the standings of the tournament so far, and we're going to need a win in this next fixture in order to get one step closer to the semifinals. We are going to go ahead and play this game versus Shamrock Rovers. The last game of the episode. Shamrock Rovers is going to be in the green and white kit, and we are going with our home red kit. I thought about making some changes to the team. However, I wanted to just see how they played in this game versus Shamrock Rovers. Thought about taking Chapman out. However, I'm going to leave Chapman in. Thornley, I thought about taking him out. He's playing as a makeshift left back. However, I'm going to leave him in for this game just to see how he does against Shamrock Rovers. So for this game, the key thing I want to work on is obviously our defensive shape. Hopefully we can get a couple more goals and get the win so we can go top of the group. Shamrock going to be getting us underway, and we actually came out to a great start. Here in the 4th minute, we're going to be starting with the ball on the left side, plays the ball into Jackson, Jackson into Key, Key back to Jackson, slow, patient build up, and Connolly's going to put Jackson through, and Jackson with the great shot, however, it hits the post and goes out for a goal kick. Now, we are actually going to get the next chance of the game. It goes right back to Key, Key into Jackson. Jackson is going to wait for a run, doesn't have the run on, and Jackson makes a great run, a chance to make amends. However, he is brought down in the box by Lopez, and we are going to get a penalty kick. It was kind of a weird play. If you look at this animation here on the replay, he kind of just falls over. There's not a ton of contact. He just sticks out his leg and we go over. Now, Billy Key's going to be stepping up to take this penalty. I quickly looked at the penalty taking stats here for the Accrington Stanley side. We don't have a whole bunch of great penalty takers, so Billy Key here, the 26-year-old striker, going to be stepping up, and he sends the keeper the wrong way, puts the penalty into the bottom left-hand corner, and Accrington Stanley are up 1-0 in the 9th minute. We are getting off to a great start here in the first half with Jackson going down, getting a penalty, making a great run, and Billy Key putting the ball nicely into the bottom left-hand corner on the penalty, sending the keeper the wrong way. We are absolutely ecstatic. The manager, our first penalty scored. Let's hope we can hold on to this lead and we don't go with the draw again for this game. It's Billy Key's first goal in the Continental Shield. So Shamrock Rovers going to be getting us started once again here. And the next chance of the game actually comes to Shamrock Rovers. However, we're trying to take the ball off of them and just can't seem to get it off. So Chapman down to his left-hand side, great save, starts from the back, defense to attack, Connolly into Jackson, Jackson over to Key. He sees the run of Clark but can't make the pass. Jackson outside to Clark. Clark just going to be playing patient, and Connolly tries to play the ball inside. However, the Shamrock Rovers defender gets it clear. We're going to throw the ball into Connolly. Connolly back to Donasian. Donasian into Nolan. Nolan's going to go ahead and play a nice ball into Connolly. Connolly's going to put that away nice and cleanly. The captain, the skipper, leads from the front saying, hey guys, we're not going to throw this lead away. We're going to go out with a win and take the top spot of the group. Nice little finish, bottom left-hand corner. Great shot by him, great run. And that's why he's captaining the side. You know, he's always in the right places and proves that he can do a little bit of attack with his defensive mindset. So that's actually how the half would end, 2-0 to Accrington. At that point, I was feeling pretty good about how we were playing, our defensive shape, and also how well we were attacking. Not a lot of chances, but we took our chances, which is what we're going to need to do here in the League Two season if we're hoping to get promoted. Now, we actually get the first chance of the second half, and Jackson's making a run into the opposing half, plays the ball back to Connolly, and it's kind of a weak foul. I don't really see that as a foul. It was a good play. However, we will take the free kick in this position. McConville is going to step up from 26 yards. Had a good shot last time, and well, this one was even better. What a shot from McConville. That was beautiful. Not even the best keepers in the world would have saved that. just nicking the underside of the crossbar and bouncing straight up off the ground and into the top part of the net. We are absolutely buzzing at this point, 3-0 up over Shamrock. The manager is going crazy, the fans are going crazy, and we feel pretty good about the position that we are in order to close out this game. Sean McConville with his first goal in the European Shield. Now, Shamrock Rovers actually get the next chance of the game, coming down, working the ball from the back of their defense out onto the left side of the field, and the ball actually comes into the Shamrock Rovers striker Finn. He tries a finesse shot, and well, Chapman makes a great save and saves us from conceding. We keep the clean sheet, and we get one last chance here at the end of the game after winning the ball off the Shamrock defender, and Key steps up and places the ball into the bottom right hand corner. I'm actually really happy that we kept him in the team. He seems like a great overall player, strong, not the fastest, but he can place the ball wherever he wants, and he makes great runs in off the ball. Now, at this point, 4-0 up, I'm feeling like we are actually going to be top of the group after this game, and as you can see there, we are absolutely buzzing. Billy Key there confirmed 2 goals in the European Shield, and that's actually how the game would end. The Shamrock Rovers players just defeated, more mentally defeated, and so after this game I'm feeling pretty good, but there are still things I want to address, and one of the things is bringing in an attacking minded midfielder. I know McConville is a great player, but just to partner up with him, just to bring in that extra little bit of playmaking ability. We will have to see how much Omer is going to cost. We want to try and bring him in maybe as that other option. Another thing, I do not want to be using any of the catalog items, so like the Scouted Future Star or the buyout, just to make things interesting, to try and do everything on our own. But anyways, if you guys like this episode, go ahead and leave me a like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys later.